Hi folks, and welcome to episode 2 of Let's Play Battletech here on the channel. And we're back with Suave Space Captain Man and his cool facial scars and soul patch. Okay, that mustache we need to talk about, but for now, Darius Olivia. Don't worry, you're safe now. My name is Darius Olivia. I'm the XO of Markham's Marauders. We're a mercenary outfit with ties to House of Ronald. We did some work for High Lord and Marty way back when. I'd introduce you to the Commander Markham, but he was on a supply run in the Market District when the bombs fell. He didn't make it. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, I am too. He was a good man. A lot of good people died today. We picked up your distress beacon on an emergency band as we were on our way off planet, and seeing as what had happened to Markham, it didn't feel right leaving you in the hands of this new directorate. We did a sweep of the combat site, grabbed your ejection pod, and ran. What about Mastiff? Sir Raiju Montgomery, did you find him? We found his mech and it was completely caught out. No one survives a hit like that. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We supported the Royal Guard on a handful of deployments, and Sir Raju earned my respect many times over. His death is a loss for us all. And what about my blackjack? Yeah, Mech Tech hold what's left of it. Oh, into the mech bay. It isn't pretty, but if you give him enough time, Yang can fix about anything. Try not to take the loss too hard. Yang said that your mech showed signs of deliberate sabotage. Whoever you had working on it really did a number on the reactor. Punching out was the right move. So what happens now? Well, things aren't looking so hot around here. With the coup and all, House Espinosa's directorate is the new de facto government of the Oregon Reach. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Lady Arano is dead. Her dropship was destroyed on takeoff. It's all over the news. Well, shit. Our sentiments exactly. We're getting the hell out of Oregon territory. I've already booked transport on the first jump ship out. We're heading to a nice, quiet stretch of independent space all the way across the frontier on the Canopian border. Not a cheap trip, but we'll worry about how we're going to pay for it later. As for you, well, you got options. According to your blood chit, you got family in the Free Worlds League. If you want, I could look into booking a transport on a freighter bound from Marek Space. I can't make any promises, but I'm willing to try. The League isn't my home, never has been. My family moved to the Reach before I was born. In that case, you could stay with us for the long haul. When we get where we're going, we could drop you at the nearest planet. Maybe you could make a place for yourself there. Of course, I'll need you to pitch in for your share of the fuel, plus food, lodging, and repairs, and your mech. Fair's fair, after all. Alternatively, you could find a place for yourself in the Marauders if you wanted to. Wouldn't take you long to work off your debt, and you ran with Mastiff, so I know you've got chops. Think it over, sleep on it. You've had a hell of a day, and we've got a long road ahead. And we took him up on that offer because 3 years later, in Urkurine, Rimworld Frontier. I'm recording this straight after the first episode, but I did go get a drink in between. And the game is about to drop us right into our next mission. And again, all about the tooltips in this corner. Hopefully this game does get patched for some more optimization. I don't remember the Shadowrun games ever taking this long to load, but I guess they I don't know if they ran on the same engine actually. I think they did. And now we get this cool dropship to look at. That's the Leopard. That's the ship that we woke up on. And it's the dropship of Markham's Marauders. Although Markham is space dust now, I guess. Long-range missiles can fire over obstacles if a friendly unit has line of sight on the target. But that goes for the enemy too. So you remember that curved line in the first episode? That's about that. A lot of this game I picked up on having played, because I tended to ignore the tooltips the first time around and then just break all my stuff, figuring it out. It's the best way to do it in my opinion. Break it till you need to fix it and then you'll figure it out pretty quick. Now, Yeah, it's probably not the best attitude for most things in life, but here we are ready to begin the mission. That feels like such a much longer time when you're recording it. So this is our new team. The Independent Prospectors League thanks you for your assistance, Commander. We're miners, not soldiers. We can't fight these bastards off on our own. That's what you're paying us for. Don't worry, we'll get your platforms back. This isn't just about reclaiming what's ours. Majesty Metals killed hundreds of us when they tried to jump our claim. We want you to make them bleed for what they've done here. Commander, the Op-4 is holding 2 of our IPL's mining platforms. The first, designated Alpha, is where they're keeping their turret generator. Move in fast and take it out. Those turrets hit hard, so you'll want to neutralize them ASAP. Platform Bravo is the site of the Op-4's corporate security tower. Engage and destroy it. If they bring in a mech to protect it, take that out too. Then circle back and we'll collect our pay. That's right, I'm ready waiting to authorize a transfer. Now go on, Commander, hit those corporate pigs where it hurts. We'll be watching the action from here. So this is our new team. We have us back in our Blackjack. We have Glitch here in her Vindicator. That is a PPC, it's a sniper essentially. Behemoth in the biggest, toughest mech that we currently have, the Shadowhawk. That's a pretty versatile mech. And we have Decker in a Spider. This thing is light and quick. Probably the only thing quicker than this would be the Locust. But we're going to move us up first. We're going to sprint for that nice, sweet, sweet evasion.
On my way.
Spider, go this way. Now the Spider has jump jets, so we're going to send him around the long way. Now I have learned quite a bit from the first time playing this game, because the first time I just ran the light up first because he moved the quickest, and that was not pretty. Did not go well for me. Now we have enemy contacts with all these turrets.
Trespassing on Majesty Metals and manufacturing property and acting in collusion with a domestic terrorist organization. Cease your advance immediately, or you will be fired upon.
Yes, I'm absolutely sure that's true. Now this thing with its jump jets, this thing just has an insane amount of mobility. Look at that. The distance that cleared, that is like Olympic long jumpers eat your heart out. Now then, they do have a couple of mechs guarding this facility as well as a couple of turrets. But like the guy said, we don't actually want... Can we not move this way? Yes, we can. So how much life does this thing have? Do we know? No, we don't. But the turrets go last. Yes, so we want to move up and actually get some damage on those turrets nice and quick by instead hitting their generator. We're not going to kill it with these 2 little medium lasers. We don't have the damage. But we do now have line of sight for our long-range missiles. That's one shot on our Blackjack. It actually hit, which I'm surprised with the amount of evasion we have, but hey-ho. So, Behemoth, we're going to want to get her up, and we're going to want to destroy that turret generator first turn. We do not want to deal with the damage output that those turrets have. So, we're just going to take a no-nonsense approach, absolutely no risk here. We're killing it. So now we just have those 2 light mechs to deal with. And we have 3 mediums and a light ourselves. See, what are we actually dealing with here? We're dealing with a commando and a spider. So we're going to want to step up. Is that thing in the trees? Don't believe it is. Fire everything we have at the spider here. Its armor is shoddy, which is 50% of regular. We hit the head, you got a pilot injury that you saw there. You see these white bars on the bottom of our pilots? That is how many injuries they can take before they die or are incapacitated. You don't want that. Your pilots will spend time out of action, unable to drop, if they take injuries. There's the PPC, the thing I was talking about before. It's a particle projector cannon. Very long range, pretty high damage and impact. That thing hurts. I'm surprised we didn't kill him that turn, actually. There goes the commando. Looks like a little missile boat there. Did some not inconsiderable damage to our Shadowhawk. But he didn't break through the armor, so not as much that we have to worry too much about it. We're going to want to get up nice position here for the spider. Get him around the side where he doesn't have to worry about those turrets anymore. He can get in and just do some rear damage or even some side damage on this spider. Yeah, I think we'll have him do that. Try and blow some limbs off this guy. There we are, destroyed his left arm. Doesn't really do much to a spider because both its weapons are in its torso. But it made me feel better. What's his plan? Oh, he's punching me. And he exposed the structure in something. Of course he did.
Warning. Armor low.
So, we're going to return the favor. Actually, he didn't expose any of our structure.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, so
Waiting on you, Commander.
we'll have Glitch and a Vindicator here. We'll turn off the long-range missiles because they're just not going to hit. There we are, destroyed his left leg and knocked him over. So I think we might just have Behemoth go step on this guy.
Ready for orders.
Awesome. So that's all the defenses gone. We now have to go blow up a tower. And probably whatever reinforcements they send in. It did mention a Battletech. That's probably him there. Yeah, it's a Shadowhawk. It even tells us what we're fighting.
Enemy detected.
So we'll try and get our people in teams of 2. Because this thing can just traverse the map like nobody's business. And then we'll have Embrace. This basically gives them a bunch of damage resistance. And it's our turn again.
Commander,
Now then, we'll move him down to where you can see the enemy.
moving to position.
He should have decent evasion here, and he might be able to take out the tank. Probably not.
Copy that.
Definitely not if he doesn't hit. Okay, so we're going to have to deal with that Shadowhawk, and it's basically the same as ours. Looks like his big autocannon did miss, so not too bad there.
Warning, heavy damage.
It did damage the arm of the Scorpion though, because it is, I can't believe I've forgotten its name. That's gonna bug me now. Spider. Did damage the arm of our spider. We have terrible odds to hit here because it does have 3 chevrons of evasion himself. But apparently that doesn't matter to us, we're just gonna nail it anyway. Now then, one of their tanks is gonna go, you see, we'll take it in turns until we've depleted all of our chevrons each. Then wearing away the evasion on our spider.
Yes, Commander.
Can Behemoth? Yes, she can. We'll get her up here and hopefully just wail on that other Shadowhawk from hers. It's really the only threat that's down there. There we are, destroyed its torso, which I believe is where its it's where its big turret was. So we don't even have to worry about this thing nearly as much now. Basically 50% of its firepower is gone. We're still going to focus it down over the tanks because we'll probably have the spider just go stand on those. Didn't see that coming. Thought they were going to try and focus our spider.
What can I do
Unless
for
that one couldn't grab line of sight, maybe. There we are. Get this Vindicator into position. And we want to be aiming at that. Fire everything we have. Apparently we don't like his legs very much.
When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
I do enjoy Glitch.
Yes, Commander.
Decker. Okay, please go smush that particular tank.
Position confirmed.
Awesome. One more kill for Decker.
Vehicle trashed.
Everyone on the mission, I believe, gets the same share of XP. Now, hopefully that thing's not just going to punch our spider. Oh, it's going to aim its missiles.
Oh, I'm a hit.
Okay, so Decker is injured. That's not the best thing that could have happened. We are going to jump there. We're not going to death from above because that is just unnecessary damage. And then we are going to fire. Remove the AC2s because there's just, yeah, it will take us into overheat and there's just not a good enough chance to hit to justify that. Instead we'll just pew-pew that guy with our lasers. Thought that might have been the end of him, but he did, yeah, we attacked him on the wrong side to kill him. Okay, then most of that missed, that's nice.
Minimal damage on that hit.
So we'll go for
Good to
Glitch
go.
next, and we'll have her finish this guy off, hopefully.
Tell me what to shoot.
That guy. That guy right there. Could you shoot him? Okay, I don't believe that guy has any weapons left. All he has is melee. So the tank at this point is probably actually more dangerous than he is. So we'll fire everything from this guy straight into the tank. Awesome. And next up we're going to have
Vehicle down.
Decker. He's going to get his revenge.
Orders.
And he's going to punch this mech that's like twice his tonnage to death.
Targeting for physical attack.
Or he's not. He could not do that. I guess that mech's going to come try and hit me now. Yes, it had 2 short-range missiles. Instead of melee attacking me, it fired 2 short-range missiles. I am insulted by that.
Engaging missile attack.
There we are. Practically nothing of that guy left now, just his cockpit and his legs. There is a salvage mechanic in this game, and if you, yeah, the more you destroy an enemy, the less there is for you to take of the mech. But I don't believe we get salvage rights from this mission anyway. We just have to kill this corpse second tower, which we will happily do.
Great job, Commander. Double back to our client's platform. The sooner we can collect our pay and break orbit, the better.
Happily. So,
Ready for orders.
we're going to sprint back this way. We want everybody back on these platforms so we can go get paid. That one there.
I copy.
And so now we are literally just going to sprint people. This will take us a couple of turns to get everyone back
Moving out.
to the evac site.
On my way.
Except the spider, which is just going to absolutely fly.
Good to go.
Commander.
Nearly there.
Order received.
1 or 2 more turns. The blackjack not super quick. In fact, I think even the Shadowhawk there is quicker than it.
Waiting for orders. Acknowledged.
Can I fly further than I can run? Oh, no. No, I can't. But I think we're all just about in the evac zone now. Brilliant work, Commander. We should have no trouble mocking up the other platforms now that the defenses are down. We got the job done. Speaking of which, I wasn't finished. These platforms won't do us much good if we can't hold them. Majesty Metals taught us that. So we're going to need your battle mechs. You're going to want to reconsider that. Why? Your lance has already been target locked by our turrets. Now power down and surrender and we'll let you walk. Or try to fight and we'll tear you to shreds. Your call. Well, there goes our goddamn payday. Hold tight, Commander. We're on the way. Now then. Thankfully, we just learned a little something about how turrets operate. So we're going to turn in place here, face this turret generator, and we're going to blast it.
Locked on.
Now that's not enough to kill it, but turrets go last. The enemy does have some vehicles, but once we destroy their turrets, we destroy the bulk of their firepower. Of course, they're going to aim at our spider. It's our weakest mech by a country mile.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
And it's now stuck in a position where it can't use its best weapon, its mobility.
Engaging target.
Of course, now that the turrets are gone, the enemy has like 3 vehicles maybe.
Building destroyed.
We only see 2 right now, but any vehicles or enemies that you don't see don't actually appear on the turn order. Okay, so
What can I do for you?
you can move up here. Actually, no, you might as well just stay where you are. Turn and kill that guy for me, please.
Roger
Long
that.
range missiles aren't going to really be useful at this short, close range. But when you have a particle cannon, who cares about missiles, right?
Smoked 'em. What's up, boss?
Behemoth.
Position confirmed.
45% chance on the AC, but we have 12 ammo, we're not paying for it. So, I don't mind using it, especially when it gets us what we want. So, we know there's one more vehicle left out there, and it's a big one. There he is. Striker, that's a tank. No, that's a missile launcher. Again, aiming at our spider. Gonna have a bit of a repair bill for this now.
My armor.
Oh, and it's not done. Now then,
Waiting for
Decker.
orders.
Yep, you can.
Roger that.
Go stamp on that guy.
Ugh!
Job done.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Stand by for extraction, Commander. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, and Darius and Omir, you want another team meeting. Give that man a prize.
Mission 6.
Okay. So we were successful in our mission. We were working for some sleazy little Torags, so that doesn't particularly matter too much. But we're about to be introduced to some of the mechanics of the game outside of the basic shoot and point and kill, which is the management of our own mercenary company. We have taken over Markham's Marauders. So, you recall me saying that armor damage is free to repair. Free and instant. The structure damage that we took to the spider is neither. We do not get paid for this mission because we were working for little Torags. That is going to be paid for repair. All of these mechs are fine. We lost no parts. Nothing was actually destroyed, thankfully. Speed is more important than firepower on escort and rescue missions. That is not true. You just get mechs that have both. The Ares Conventions of 2412 establish rules for modern combat, forbidding the use of nuclear and biological weapons and orbital bombardments. Yeah, Espinosa seems to be sticking to that, alright. He orbitally bombarded his own capital. Long ass loading screens once again. I think after this episode I will edit these out, but it's like 1:30 in the morning for me, so I'm just going to leave this one in. And here we are in orbit around Ukriun. You need to start finding us better clients, Darius. I mean it. We've been slumming it in the arse end of the frontier for 3 years now, and we are drowning in debt. I'm fully aware of our financial situation, Mayor, but I can't just conjure up new clients out of air. John, do me a solid and back me up on this. If we're really that hard up for cash, we need to stop talking and start doing. Hey, you'll hear no arguments from me. When we made you our commander, we all agreed to follow your lead. Darius, you could walk us through the details of this trouble we're in. It might help if you broke things down point by point. Sure thing, Yang. Point 1, May's right. We're in debt. Every C bill we make technically belongs to the banks. Point 2, This corner of the frontier is a dead zone for merc work. There are clients, but they're terrible. That's just a fact. And that's it. There are no other points. Okay, so we're in a bad spot. What do we do about it? I don't see what else we can do, John. I'm already serving up every legitimate contract I can find. Unless you want me to sidestep the Mercenary Review Board entirely, we're basically out of options. So, we're going to hover over this. Founded in 2789, the Mercenary Review Board, MRB, serves as an impartial broker of mercenary contracts. The MRB is overseen by Comstar, a communications giant that is famous for its neutrality. An essential component of modern military culture, the MRB ensures an even playing field between mercenary companies and their employers, and it is quick to arbitrate any breach of contract. Go around the MRB? No thanks. Taking an uncertified job is a great way to find a knife in your back. We just got portrayed on a board certified contract, Yang. How much worse could it get? Plenty. What happened down there was an exception, boss. With uncertified jobs, it's the rule. Remind me again why we don't just skip town and head out to a nicer corner of the periphery? Because the banks and the jump ship crews have an arrangement. Until we pay up, they're gonna keep us on a short leash. That's a good reason. Look, Darius, May's right. We need to start earning some real money, and we need to do it soon. It's only a matter of time before something breaks down that I can't fix with duct tape and good intentions. If I were afraid of taking risks, I never would have left that gilded cage my parents called a home. We're gonna have to be just as bold. You hear that, Darius? The voice of experience speaks. Going around the MRB might kill us, sure. So might 1,000 other things. We're mercenaries. Taking risks is our business, but we need to get paid. It's settled then. I'll start digging for contracts outside the MRB system. Who knows, maybe it'll work out for the best. It isn't like we've got all that much to lose. In the meantime, we need to find another paying job. Our prospects on this system have completely dried up. I'd recommend booking travel to a neighbouring system and seeing what the review board has for us. With any luck, we'll find enough work to keep us going until something better rolls in. The banks are holding our jump ship access hostage until we repay our debts. For now, we can only go between Korean and nearby systems of Alloy, Bellerophon, and Detroit. Yep, so we need to find work. That's all well and good. We're going to head into our mech bay here first and see how much of our just shy of $1 million cash it's going to take to repair the Spider. 9,000 C-bills in 4 days. That's nothing. That's pennies. The other thing, we're going to now go customize our company. So we're not just as Marauders. We will be the Punchline. Now you can upload like custom images into here and get cool things. Yeah, the game basically has a way to allow you to add your own emblems in. We're not going to do that. We're just going to pick one of these ones from off here. We'll go for this little rabbit. Why not? And our colours. Now I would go yellow, red and white, but House Serrano already has that. So we're going to go yellow, red, and all the way to the far side of the thing here for black. And that is our company colours. And then we go to Command Center, Contracts. Let's see what's floating out here for us. So we're going to get paid $250,000 at a maximum. We won't actually get that much. We're going to get some salvage, super easy mission, 12 days of travel. Our Spider will be back by then. Here we can negotiate. We can either favour money or we can favour salvage. We're going to go 50-50. In fact, no, we're going to go for the money because the early salvage we're going to get, it's likely not going to be mechs. We're more likely to fight vehicles on a mission with a half-star difficulty. Decker is still going to be injured by the time we get there. Luckily, we do have another pilot. His name's Medusa, so we'll put him in the Spider. And we do actually have a spare mech that you saw in the mech bay. It was the Locust, but those things are absolute trash. We'll keep it around just in case, but they are possibly the worst mech in the game. They do have some specialist roles that they can fulfill adequately, but I would never want a Locust. There are better light mechs that fulfill those roles better than they do. Okay, so you're on the Leopard Bridge when Samir, Yang, and Darius For the daily briefing, Darius says we've received 3 messages from the banks. Loan sharks, Samara cuts in. From the people who are financing us, Darius continues. They're considering rewriting the terms of our loans, so it'll be easier to seize the ship if we miss a payment. As usual, they're only doing this because they believe we can't fight it in court. We're going to educate the bank about their mistakes. I'll deal with it, you say. Later, you record a response. In it, you sternly remind the lien holders that as financial institutes operating on Detroit 3, they must abide by local contract law. You even cite the relevant sections of legal code from memory. Then you point out that, as you've kept records of all payments and correspondence concerning the loans, you'll be able to demonstrate in court that their proposed revisions to the agreed-upon terms would represent such a gross violation of the law that you would undoubtedly be awarded a second dropship at the bank's expense. Once the camera shuts off, Samir says there's no way they push you on this. Too bad. I like to see loan sharks grovel. We now have a fair loan status. The company's credit is currently rated as fair by the banks financing the Leopard, which should at least deter them from sending bounty hunters after you. Cool. I'm all for not having mercenaries sent after me. And here we go for our next contract. This is one of the procedurally generated, I assume. Might not be. We are going to proceed with our contract. Decker is out. This is our loadout screen. You see there, our little 20-ton Locust. So, the Shadowhawk will go there. We'll be on our Blackjack, which is 45 tons. Not 50 like I thought it was. We're going to want the Spider. So we're going to want us in the Blackjack. That is our mech after all. Glitch, we want in her Vindicator. She is a sniper. Decker. Behemoth in her Shadowhawk. Decker is out, so we're going to put Medusa in the Spider. These abilities we will go over when we level up ourselves. For now, we're just going to drop. And you can see literally every pilot in this company is better than we are. Missiles and autocannons do more stability damage than energy weapons. We already knew that. That's fine. Thank you for the tip game. You can reserve your mechs, yada yada yada. I think we're almost ready to drop here. At least I hope we are. Defend base. We operate a repair and maintenance facility on Bellerophon. The base is critical to our operations in the system, and we suspect that pirate forces are going to assault the facility. We'd like you to garrison the base, and if an attack comes, hold off the assault until our forces can arrive and relieve you. So we're going to get paid a lot of money. The way the salvage works, this is 0-2. The first number is priority salvage. That's what you get to choose. And then the second number is what will be randomly assigned to you. So we will not get to choose any salvage, but we will have 2 pieces of it assigned to us at random via die rolls. Not like actual dice, but the game will just randomly pick out 2 bits of whatever is left of what's on the battlefield. The salvage is how you can obtain for free mechs that you destroy and salvage bits of and glue them all together with bubblegum and hope, and that's how you get new mechs. Or you can obtain unique weapons with unique properties. Like we have those medium lasers that we've been using. You could find medium lasers that might do more damage or have more accuracy. So we're going to begin our first, well, not our first mission, but the first mission we're actually going to be paid for. Just as I predicted, Commander, this isn't going to be a boring guard duty. We're tracking multiple incoming hostiles, and we've picked up pirate chatter. Hang on tight, Commander. This could get ugly.
This whole planet could use an air conditioner.
You're not wrong. So we're going to jump out here, because this wall is in our way. See if we can get a beat on anything. Not yet, we can't. So we're going to brace while we're out there. We're going to do the same in Shadowhawk. It's got much less jump capability than we have, apparently. Sprint out with the Spider and the Vindicator.
Coordinates received. Look at that. Someone wants to get dead.
Someone does want to get dead. Okay, so Medusa. have you run around the side. Aha, so we picked up another another signal halfway up the hill there.
Locking in. All weapons.
Don't believe. Yep, there we are. So that's one gone. Even the Spider can take out tanks, or at least the lighter kind. Later on, you can run across like 80 and 100-ton tanks that actually take a bit of a beating. Ah, so there is a mech on the field. Looks like I was dead wrong about them not fielding any. We'll jump into the trees here, get a bunch of evasion, and then we'll go toe-to-toe with that mech. It's only a Jenner. This is a light mech. It's incredibly difficult to hit with all its evasion, as you can see. We're still going to take our chances. Oh, I don't believe we hit that at all.
No damage detected.
So we don't even know what that is. Okay, it's a vehicle. So, we will have glitch. Okay, no matter what, can she not see anything? Okay, if we get her there, she has an actual line of sight to that vehicle. 55% with a PPC. It's better than nothing. Pretty solid hit, actually. That's one more vehicle gone.
Knocked out a vehicle.
Behemoth. We basically have a choice now. We can send her to help us against that Jenner, or we can send them to help these two against the tank. We're going to send her to help us. I think the Jenner is a much more credible threat than a single tank. Now there is no overwatch here. We can't just like set people ready to attack when things move. So instead, we're just going to fire our LRMs just to remove some of this evasion. We might get a lucky hit. We got one or two. Now that tank's going to get to move. On these missions, I found that the AI can be quite absolutely ridiculously tunnel vision, and it can just ignore your mechs in order to run at what it's trying to kill. So we just want to be quick about eliminating this stuff here. Awesome. Another kill for the Spider. This time for Medusa though, not for Decker.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
You sounded real cool doing it there, buddy. Is that death from above? No, he's just landing on the rocks. Let's see, how much evasion did he get from that? Only 2.
Good to
So
go.
we're going to turn Glitch around, because with her sniper she can hit it from there.
Tell me what to shoot.
And yep, that was actually a pretty solid hit from her. Took out one of its evasion chevrons as well.
Commander.
And now we're going to fire with Behemoth. Disable the LRMs, but everything else has decent chances to hit. There we are, destroyed its arm. Nearly took it out actually. I thought that might have taken it out. We did injure the pilot. And like I say, you can kill the pilot to incapacitate the mech. We'll turn off our AC2s because we'll overheat if we don't. Awesome. Destroy the Vanguard, but that's not all the enemies because it's only the Vanguard. There might be more. So we need to get back into a position to defend
I've
from
got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
where from. Do we have something on the map? We have some. I'm sure I saw an objective over to the right just now. Oh no, that's just telling us to defend this. Okay, so we're going to stand that way. We'll have Behemoth stand there. Get people over to this side because we need to get eyes on the enemy so that we can stop them bum rushing the buildings. Now if you want to, you can turn all these animations off. I quite like having them on. Adds a little bit of personality to the game. Still nothing on the sensors.
I copy.
The game might be generous with the time it's giving us here.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant
We've deployed in about as good of a defensive formation as we can manage.
Sensing heat and stabilizing. I copy.
So we're just going to stand guard, I guess. That might have been all they're actually going to send. It was only a half-star mission, which are excessively easy.
Hunkering down.
Stabilizing.
Yeah, it looks like that might have actually been it. That might be all we're going to do on this mission.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
Oh, do you know? The local government reinforcements have secured the site, Commander. Good work.
Mission successful.
And I guess on that note, we are outie. Now we get to go have a nice pleasant conversation about how it's nice to earn money. Okay, so let's take a look at our after. Okay, so we actually got bonuses to our money. We got an additional, basically 30% on a contract for ensuring all the buildings survived and that we killed everyone. Well done, Commander. We obviously placed our faith in the right mercenary company. We'll let you know if we have more work for you. Nobody took any injuries. None of the mechs were damaged. Everyone gets 400 XP. And we were given a small laser and a short-range missile 6. We might have been able to salvage some of that Jenna if we had any priority salvage spots, but we don't because we haggled for money and not for parts. To find better stores, try visiting high-tech and industrial star systems. There is a star navigation map. We just don't have much access to it right now because the loan sharks are trying to take our ship by starving us of money. Try to angle your attacks to take advantage of your enemy's vulnerable armor locations. We have seen that. We have brushed upon it very lightly. The red overlays where the predicted impact of our weapons will be versus the white and yellow overlay of where we're actually hitting. And when you do get those called shots when the enemy are down, being able to just pummel their center torso or even better their head. That's pretty much a surefire way to salvage a whole mech, is if you get a cold shot or if you get lucky with a melee and you get to just like break someone's cockpit without breaking anything else. But that's going to end the second episode here of Let's Play Battletech. We're up a decent amount of money. We're only on the third week of what will be a long campaign here in the Leopard with our cool little bunny. I hope you'll join me next time, and I'll see you then, folks. Bye-bye.